me up some.
And we won't have to cry no more.
What's up, kings, queens, gods, goddesses, listeners? Your girl, Conversations with Court, back with another conversation. Um, this time it's about relationships and the value of having a partner within those relationships, right? So the other day, my parents. Well, let me just start off by saying this: my mom was starting a coffee business, right? So my dad's one of his love languages is acts of service or acts of kindness and gifts, pretty much. So he comes in with this old coffee grinder, right? And my mom was like, "Where did you go?" And he was like, "I did something I wasn't supposed to do." Me, if you know my dad, I was thinking drugs. I was thinking something that he really wasn't supposed to be doing. I was like, God, what did my father do now? Because if I gotta give up bail money, whoo. But anyway. So he was like, I did something I wasn't supposed to do. I did something I wasn't supposed to do, whatever. So we're just like, what did you do? What did you do? So he comes in, and I'm gonna show you all the picture of it. He comes in with this old coffee um, grinder machine, and my mom was like, "Okay, like why did you buy me that?" And I thought it was so sweet because that was literally him supporting my mom, supporting her with her future endeavors in her business. I don't know where on earth he found this coffee grinder, but I thought it was awesome because it's just like something that nobody else has. You get what I'm saying? And the fact that he took his time out to buy it and get it for her, that was literally an act of love. And I don't think anybody's relationship for me is relationship goals because what God has for me and my future husband is what God has for me and my future husband. It's not going to be like everybody else's relationship. They may hate our relationship, but me and him may love our relationship, and God loves our relationship. Do you get what I'm saying? So anyway, so my mom was like, okay, and I was like, Mom, that's really sweet, Dad. Like that was really dope because you had to take the time out to search for something like that and to find it. And he's like, I got to get it for my wife. So I go all that to say this: get a partner that supports you in your endeavors, supports you in your business. There's no jealousy within that relationship. There's no animosity, just because you're thriving and they just work a regular 9 to 5. You get what I'm saying? And the person I have envisioned for myself, and I feel as though like God has envisioned for me, is going to push me to become my better self, to push me to become the person I have desired to be. Like when I'm making ideas or I'm like, I want to do this, and they're like, yo, babe, go for it. Do it. Let's do it. How can I support you? I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Whatever they want to do, I'm pushing them towards that. I don't care what the naysayers say. I don't care what everybody else says and be like, oh, you're not going to make it in that music industry. You're not going to make it in that artist industry. You can't do this. You can't do that. To hell he can. You get what I'm saying? Because if you really love somebody, you're going to support them the way you want it to be supported. Listen, which is why I'm single now, because I'm not just giving that to anybody. You get what I'm saying? That's a real deep kind of love, and not everybody can handle that. You feel me? So, one thing I have learned from my parents is I don't think their relationship is perfect. I don't even really idolize my parents' relationship. But again, I don't really idolize anybody's relationship because everybody's relationship is different. And it's some things my mom be doing. I'd be like, dang, mom, I would never. You get what I'm saying? Some things my dad be doing. I'd be like, what the is wrong with you? The way I talk to my dad is not how I talk to my mom, but I talk to my dad like my dad's from North Philly. So if you get it, you get it. I'm just gonna say that. So I but I love their relationship for them because it works for them. So anyway, so one thing I have learned from my parents, another thing is my dad also taught me was that money should never be a problem in your relationship. And I honestly believe that. That I agree upon. But let me just take this side note for a second and talk about this money situation. um, when you are in a relationship with somebody, right? They should be your first line of defense. It doesn't matter, ladies, if your man doesn't have a job, okay? I'm calling him up and be like, babe, I need such and such money. Regardless, I know he probably ain't got it, and I'm not trying to stress him out. But if it's like I go ask another man for it before him, then my man's ego, my husband will be hurt. You get what I'm saying? So that's just like um the guy I'm dealing with going to go ask a female to go do something for him, and he didn't come talk to me first. I'm going to feel highly offended because I am your first line of defense always. We are a partner. We do this shit together. And if I have any question, you need money or whatever the case may be, and I can't get it for you, I'm going to get it for you. And vice versa. Listen, story time. It was a time where I was dating somebody, and I said, hey, I need $90. Don't remember what it's for, but I was like, I need $90. I knew he wasn't working at that time, but I needed him to know, regardless, I'm coming to you first. And it's a we thing, it's an us thing. You feel me? I need this. How can we get this? Right? So he was like, okay, babe, no worries. I'm gonna get it for you at the end of the day. Did I really think he was going to get it to me at the end of the day? No, but I trusted him to do what he thought he could do so he could provide for me. So it was like 12 o'clock, right? He calls me. He was like, hey, I'm getting you the money. Basically, don't ask nobody else. You feel me? Like, I'm getting you the money. Like, I have it to you by like 2 o'clock, right? So not only did he give me the money, he gave me extra. And I was like, no, just give me the 90, like take the rest. He said, no, I want you to have it all. He was like, I did this for you. I was like, okay. So he was like, I had to go help such and such move some things so I can get you this money. And I said, thank you. I'm so appreciative. I never asked him when he needed money, what did he need money for? You feel me? Because if he does something shiesty with it, he does something shiesty with it. I'm gonna find out anyway. You feel me? I'm never seeking nothing. I'm never going through nobody's phone. Trust me, I'm gonna find out because my God protects me, and I'm going to find out. So whenever he needed something, it's like, babe, can I have such and such money? Sure, send. Before I even say send, like I'm already sending the money. You get what I'm saying? Because I know it has been times where I was dating somebody and they paid all my bills. And other times I had to help them with whatever they needed help with. It doesn't matter. Money should not be a problem in anybody's relationship. If y'all decide to become one, y'all are one. So anyway, back to having a partnership in relationships. So my parents, as my mom is growing her business, and I was like, that was love. That's love. I love that for them. So now when I view my relationship, I desire the same thing. I desire somebody that we can grow together. We push each other to new heights and limits. And when I'm about to give up, they be like, Court, no. You feel me? This is what you're supposed to do. This is your God given gift. You feel me? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be rocky. I'm not gonna tell you, okay, babe, quit. If I know it's not in your best interest, because it's not what I envision for myself, or I think that you're gonna leave me, or I think you're gonna get too big. No. I want you to get bigger. I want you to manifest the life that you desire. That's love. And I'm gonna be right there cheering you on. That's my man, my man, my man, my man. You feel me? And when I'm on those stages doing my motivational speaking, when I'm on those stages and speaking to the audience and helping the youth or whatever, I desire my husband to be the same thing. Like, that's my wife. You feel me? Post it up. But that's what I desire. And nobody has to desire the relationship that I desire, but that's why I'm single, because until I get that, I'm not settling. God's like, you don't gotta settle, Court. It's like that relation that you desire that I place in your heart, you're going to get that. Listen, one of the things I say to some of my friends is like, allow your man to have input on your business. You ain't gotta always take their advice, because sometimes they don't know. You get what I'm saying? But just a little tip, okay? You ain't gotta listen to me, but I'm just listen to me. Let them pick out your outfit sometimes. Let them pick out your shoes. Okay, let them have a little say so with how you pose, right? Even if the pose don't go in the magazine, save that photo and send it to them. Thank me later. Thank me later. And the reason why I do that, right, and the reason why I have done that is because they know what it is when I come home. They know who is in charge when I come home. You get what I'm saying? Grown people conversations. Because when they see you up on that stage and you wearing their favorite yellow dress, oh, he know. Just like when you women, we give men cologne because it smells good on them, and the women is goggling on them. We know because trust me, when he get home, honey, all me. But that's the relationship that I desire, and that's why I want people to know, like, you can desire and you can have that relationship. And I'm telling you, don't settle. Don't settle. Because when you settle in a relationship, then you have to start filling voids, and you start having to outsource in your relationship. Listen, if I'm not your first line of defense, if you don't call me when things are going wrong, I ain't your woman. You should never have to look outside of your relationship for anything. Because for me, that's a sign of disrespect. Because how dare you go to another woman, go to another man, and ask for something, but not coming to me first? I also understand that not everybody can provide in that relationship, which is fine, but still talk to your partner. Y'all are partners. I don't want to just take this notion of boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife. No, partners. It's deeper than that. Each each partner has a duty in their relationship, right? And in my relationships, I am the spiritual one. I am the mother. I am the wife. I am the nurturer. You get what I'm saying? I guide us spiritually, and my husband leads us physically. So whatever he says, right, in leading us, I trust. But he also has to be submitted to God. He also had to put God first. Because just as low that God speaks to him, God speaks to me in a different way. Like, I'm able to provide for him. And it be things that sometimes when God brings you into alignment with somebody, you do things for them that they didn't even know that they needed. It's like a automatic thing. You get what I'm saying? It's like, for example, a few weeks ago, right? I was being in my ego. And me and my best friend, we had this really, really good relationship. Crazy, but good. Okay. It's a deep relationship. So let me just explain. So the other day I was mad at him. I was mad at him because um typically when he goes away, we pray. I sit there and I pray for him before he goes on a trip. So I didn't speak to him before he went on the trip, and my intuition was like he's gonna need such and such, right? So I whatever I thought that he needed, I put it aside, and I was like, I was like sending it to him. I was like, I'm not sending him shit. I ain't talk to God like that, but I'm telling you, I was like, I'm not sending it to him. So God was like, how can you get mad at him for not doing his duties, but you're not even doing yours? And I was like, but, and God was like, you don't know what this man's about to go through. You don't know what he is going through, and you're withholding my blessing through you for him because of your ego. He was like, you're not acting in unconditional love, Court. You're acting in ego because it's not what you want. It's not how you envisioned it. And the next day goes by. I still didn't hear from him. And I was like, all right, well, if he really needs it, then he's going to call me and text me, whatever. Text me for it. So did he text me for it? Yes, he did. And I gave it to him. So then a few days passed and I see him. And he was like, yo, thank you for that. He was like, because you don't know what I've been through. It's been that past couple of days, X, Y, and Z. And I was like, oh my gosh. I said, that moment that God spoke to me and told me that you needed this and I didn't send it to you because I was on my ego, I'm sorry. Because that's that automation that God gives you favor in somebody else's life. And we often withhold our blessings, sidebar, we often withhold our blessings because of our own ego ways. That's not love. And in a partnership, you have to have unconditional love. Because some days your partner's gonna get on your nerves. Some days your wife is gonna like be so daggone emotional and you can't handle it. You get what I'm saying? But you have to be able to still love them unconditionally and talk them through it. Listen, I'm very emotional. I'm I am very emotional, and even to the point where sometimes I have to practice out what I'm going to say because I will let my emotions to get the best of me, right? So I know that the man that I desire would have to be able to handle my emotions. I don't always spaz out, but when I do, it's just like stop the world. Courtney is having a breakdown. Courtney is upset about something. But after I talk it out and I get my emotions out, I be like, oh, it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't even as big as I thought it was going to be. But anyway, relationships, jealousy, partnerships, right? Um, well, how we view relationships is not actual relationships. It's literally just ego, the flesh, feeding your flesh. Because if y'all understood what it really took to um, have a healthy relationship with somebody, a lot of y'all wouldn't be in relationships. Y'all wouldn't be able to handle it. Because a lot of y'all don't put the Most High first before your relationships. I I'm never going to look over my shoulder to see what my partner's doing, to have to hunt them down, check on them, to make sure that they're not cheating, they're doing what they need to do in this partnership. That's twice the work for me. I'm one person. I have to look after myself. Then I have to look after you to make sure that you're not cheating. I'm not doing that shit. Why would I? My husband will know my worth and will treat me as such. I am a queen before anything, honey, and you will not play me like I am a peasant. I will treat you how you treat me. Listen. I don't budge. I don't budge. You want to walk out this door? Goodbye. I'm not fighting with people. You don't have to fight, and you don't have to fight. Communicate, yes, but I mean fighting in your marriage. You fight for your marriage. You don't fight in your marriage. It's us. It's you and I against the problem. And if we can't come to a compromise, or if we don't really understand each other, it's not going to work. Because yes, I love you, but at the end of the day, if you want to go out and play in the streets, that's where you want to be. You ain't coming back home to me, honey, because you're not going to infest my bed with fleas. While I'm over here doing my part, being a woman that I know that I should be to you, and you want to play in my face? Absolutely not. People be like, but you let people do them. Let people do them. And you can choose to be a part of it, or you can just walk right past it. And guess what Court does? I walk right past it every single time. I'm not stressing myself. I'm not going to go hunt nobody down. I'm not slashing nobody's tires. You feel what I'm saying? I don't have to do that in a relationship. I'm not going to do that in my marriage. So until then, Courtney's going to stay single. Courtney will stay single. And I want people to think like, if it's not the relationship that you desire, if it's not how you envision yourself being in a relationship, don't be in that relationship. God's like, yes, relationships are going to be hard work. Yes, you're going to have to communicate, right? But it's not going to come with the lying, the cheating, the narcissism, the domestic violence. That's not love. Love is kind. Love is patient. We teach each other in love. I'm not going to break you down, honey. I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to inspire you. Babe, I want to become a truck driver. Okay, babe. I support you in that. After you get your truck driver license, we're going to have a truck driving business. I'm going to push you far greater than you thought you could ever do. Because life is about expanding. Life is about living. Life is about enjoying. Life is about experiencing. We're not going to just stop here. Get somebody that enjoys you, that matches you, that motivates you, that loves you. Love comes in all forms. It's not just about those one love languages, like, oh, love me this way. Because if you tell somebody to love you this way, you miss all the other opportunities that they get to love you. Be like, babe, I need those words of affirmations. Honey, screw that. I need words of affirmations. I need hugs. I need cuddles. You get what I'm saying? I need all of that. Love me in all the ways. The Bible says my husband will love me in all the ways. And God said, Corey, you ain't got to do nothing. I mean, of course I have to do, but you don't have to overexert yourself. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I have to show him that I am the one. You don't have to do that, honey, because your husband finds you. You don't look for him. And once he finds you, he receives favor from the Lord, which means you are a blessing to him. Everything that he needs is through you. And that's how I see myself. So that's what I mean when I am my husband's first line of defense. Babe, I'm broke down on the side of the road. This such and such happened. Okay, babe, I'm done. Praying spiritually. It's done. Relationships, I desire far more than just a relationship. I desire a partnership. I desire a friendship. I desire that somebody's that's going to inspire me to keep growing my business because, honey, listen, it's been days that I wanted to give up. This leadership shit is too hard. No, Court, you keep going. You seen that TikTok when it was like, oh, I don't want to go. It's too hard. No, you keep going. Whatever your dreams are, I desire my husband to see their dream as my dream. Of course, your dream is gonna be a little different. Be like, babe, I don't know about that. You feel me? But at least allow your partner to have input in your life. Y'all are partners. Who knows? They're my idea. Their idea might be just what you needed to like take you to the next level. There should be no jealousy in your relationships, honey, because I'm telling you, I'm not I'm never jealous of my partner. I love it when my partners have visions. I'm like, oh babe, you want to do this? Cool. How can we take you there? Let's do this shit together. Let's run up a bag together. That gets me excited to see somebody that I love doing what they love. That's one of my love languages. I love to support. I love to support my partners. And I don't like when my partners aren't doing something, nothing, or doing nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like I be like, okay, so what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna sit here and play video games. You know what? No, we're not gonna sit here and play video games. You know what I mean? If you're gonna sit here and play video games, right? Cool. Get on Twitch, do it live, talk to people. If that's their passion, you get what I'm saying? But that's the kind of relationship I desire. But at the same time, in my marriage, I desire. Listen, there are going to be times where I'm in business court and I'm wife court. Okay. And when I'm with my man and I'm with my family, I am a totally different person. Yes, I still turn up, but I'm not handling business right now because I'm with my man. Okay. My man so gets my undivided attention. At 10 o'clock, oh, whenever my shutdown time is, goodbye. Like I have set times because it's important that your relationship is still it's still a priority. Make your relationship what you want to make it. It's so important. I desire a love that's far deeper than the surface level. You have to get the God before you can get the me. And if God sent you and you found me, honey, then I know for certain that you're meant to be in my life. Because God just don't put me in anybody's life. I don't know if I said that right. God doesn't put me just in anybody's life. Thank you, Spirit. Because trust me, I probably could have been married by now, but I'm not. And it's a reason for that. And I'm gonna hold God to that. He's like, because you're worth waiting for, Court. You're worth finding. He said, when I send him, he will know. He said, because you're the blessings that he will receive. Man, listen, I have been fumbled before. I have. And I have had exes to come back and be like, yo, Court, I want a second chance, and God be like, no, you cannot have her. Get you a relationship that loves you unconditionally. Get you a partner that pushes and motivates you, man. It is the most beautiful thing. And when y'all come together, I'm telling you, blessings will come. The favor will come. It's not going to be no toxic relationship where you're always arguing and it just can't seem to get it right. It's like, I love her, but why? Like, why are we always arguing? Why is it so much chaos? Why am I always getting hurt? Why is it this? It's just like, because it's something in that relationship that you needed to learn for yourself to help you grow. Because when God placed you with your divine counterpart, it's scary. It's something that you can't explain. And I have had that kind of love where I just couldn't explain it. I just like, I don't care what nobody say. That man over there, oh, he's supposed to be here. You feel me? Everybody else can motherfucking go that they can leave this motherfucking room. But God has told me time and time again that person is meant to be in your life. That's that person. That person that you call, you know what I mean? When you need something, that's rare. I told somebody the other day, I said, I'm not Olivia Pope. He goes, yes, you are. I said, no, I'm not. He goes, yes, you are. He said, if I can call you and I got to call 13 other people, Courtney, why wouldn't I? But my thing is, I want my husband to treat me that way. Babe, I call you for everything. Before I call my niggas for money, I'm calling my girl. Do you get what I'm saying? And I expect the same thing in return. Y'all can do what y'all want with this information. Y'all can do what y'all want with this video, whatever, not listen to it. But I'm telling you, the relationship that you desire is out there. Give it to yourself first. Learn what you truly desire in a relationship. Be a representation of that. So when you get that, okay, it's easy. But that's it. That's another conversation with Court. I love y'all. I'm out.